my reaction video to this Andrew Tate BBC interview. I heard it was lit. I ain't seen it yet. Let's check it out.
We are doing an interview with you because you're facing some very serious allegations.
Correct.
Rape, human trafficking.
Yep.
And also because there's a great deal of concern
Mainly with
about
that
the
Afghan
things
beard
you
now.
say and the impact that they have on young people, on women.
I don't think the concern's about the things I say. I think the concern is for the level of influence I have and the reach I have.
Let's start with the allegations. Have you raped anybody?
Absolutely not.
Have you trafficked anybody?
Absolutely not.
Exploited any women for
Absolutely
money?
not.
But you have admitted using emotional manipulation to get women to work in the webcam industry for you.
No. We have an open criminal investigation. I am absolutely not really sure I'll be found innocent. I know the case better than you. I know it intimately and you don't. I have seen all the criminal files and the evidence against me and you haven't. I know the truth of what happened and you don't. And I'm telling you absolutely not really, I've never hurt anybody, that the case that's been put against me is completely and utterly fabricated. And I'm never going to be found guilty of anything. And it's very difficult for me to answer your in-depth questions because we're sitting here inside of the territory of Romania. I'm beholden to the Romanian legal system. And I'm not going to incriminate myself.
What you have said about what you have said, my job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, get her to fall in love with me to the point where she'd do anything I say, and then get her on webcam so we could become rich together.
I don't think that's what I personally said. I think
that's exactly what you said on your website.
No, I've never said that. That's something that you found on the internet. Doesn't mean I've said it.
And
again, once again, if any female on the planet has a problem with me, I strongly recommend her to go to the police and try and pursue me for criminal charges. I'm actually such a nice person that
the BBC has spoken to somebody since your arrest who says exactly those things. That with you, it's all manipulation. There's an ulterior motive. Everything
is this Sophie? Oh, Sophie, the fake name, no face. No,
I was so intent on wanting to please him and wanting him to be happy that I was just kind of, yeah, okay, do whatever you want.
And what is she accused? Has she accused me of a crime, this imaginary Sophie?
She's making the point that there is
she accused me of a crime?
Emotional or psychological manipulation.
I asked you a question, and I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you a question.
Correct. You're not the boss, because I've allowed you into my house.
I'm asking you the question.
Correctly, and I'm telling you.
You get to decide the answers.
No. We're equal here. I've allowed you into my house. You don't come here with a position of authority. I'm doing you the favor as Legacy Media, giving you relevance by speaking to you.
He's doing her a favor.
This Sophie, which the BBC has invented, which there's no face of, nobody knows who she is.
The BBC did not invent
Of course not. And because you never invent anything. And she's What are we talking about here? What is
manipulation into the sex industry for your financial gain.
Absolute garbage.
I'm describing
absolute garbage.
Who are going
he
to
didn't
court
do
to
it.
accuse you of rape and human trafficking, and I'm describing women.
Them women was some freaks trying to be around a rich motherfucker.
What they say is emotional manipulation.
They was doing anything they could to get ahead.
In your own words, where you describe the version
the
of emotional manipulation.
The words you found on the internet, and Sophie doesn't exist.
On your
so let's move on to the next subject.
In your voice.
Move on to the next subject.
No, I think I'll stick on this one for a minute. So there's other places in that same website where you say you get girls to fall in love with you and they do it because they love you, because they want to do what you say. Convincing women to take part in some kind of business arrangement doesn't work long term because they're emotional. You've got to get them to fall in love with you.
But see, women manipulate men to do what they want all the time. It ain't a crime then.
That's coercion, that's emotional manipulation, that's abuse.
What you found are clips from the internet, some text from the internet, and you're going to sit here and tell me that that's the reason I should...
Your website, your words.
It's not my website.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Check my website. Next.
It's the website you've taken down, and I wonder why those comments have been taken down.
No website's been taken down. My website's the same. It's been the same for a very long time. You are accusing me, I'm guessing, what you're trying to say is you're accusing me.
She trying to get everybody on the prosecution side before his trial even start. So everybody have these preconceived notions already.
And you're trying to say that I'm guilty of the things I'm accused of and that I'm emotionally manipulating people.
I'm saying that you have said you emotionally manipulated people here for your own financial gain.
No, absolutely not.
It's not only about the criminal allegations. It's a much bigger issue.
You've got children's
organisations in the UK, you've got rape organisations in the UK, you've got the police naming you by name as someone who has a harmful influence on children and on women in the UK and elsewhere because of the things you say, because of the way you present gender relations, the way you say men should treat women.
That's very upsetting. And the reason that's very upsetting is because I know that's not true. I'm genuinely a good person. I believe my impact on the world is positive.
The reason I ask...
Before these allegations, I've never heard anybody say anything like this about this dude, man. Everybody said this dude has had, like, great parties. He's very kind and respectful. I've never heard this shit before.
You about these comments is because we've got the chief executive of Rape Crisis naming you individually as spreading a dangerous ideology of misogynistic rape culture.
Absolute.
It's the comments you make that are leading people to say things like this.
Absolute garbage.
National organisations who are saying that are blaming you for increasing levels of misogyny. Schools that are saying they are having increased incidents of girls being attacked, of female teachers being harassed.
If that was
By pupils, because of you and your teaching and your influence.
That's absolute garbage. I have never, ever encouraged a student to attack a teacher, male or female, ever. I preach hard work, discipline. I'm happy.
Anything,
I preach anti-drug. I preach religion. I preach no alcohol. I preach no knife crime. Every single problem with modern society, I'm against.
But
I'm teaching young men to be disciplined, to be diligent, to listen, to train, to work hard, to be exactly like me. And I'm saying that if men grew up like me, which are hardworking and diligent and emotional control and stoic, we're going to have a better society, not a worse society. To sit here and say that schools in England, which is a failing nation, which has knife crime going through the roof, violence going through the roof, men's mental health going through the roof, and they're going to all blame me because I appeared on the internet 1 year ago.
An image of
it's
success.
disingenuous. It's disingenuous.
You
and
sell an image of financial success
correct.
with a Bugatti and a cigar, but it comes with a side order of misogyny.
How does having a Bugatti and a cigar come with misogyny?
I am asking you about things
Yeah,
that you
they
have said
sent the idiot
that have
to
caused
interview
major
this
national
man.
organisations, including the police,
This lady's a
to
boss
worry
idiot.
about you by name. That's what I'm asking you about.
It's not what I said.
It's about what you have said about concern in the UK. And I want to put it to you that you don't really care about the harm it
That's not true.
causes because
That's not true.
making controversial statements like this online has made you a lot of money.
Okay, so first thing, I genuinely am a force for good in the world. You may not understand that yet, but you will eventually. And I genuinely believe I'm acting under the instruction of God to do good things, and I want to make the world a better place. I genuinely believe my legacy is a good legacy, and I believe that eventually, when the legacy media catches up, they're going to understand I'm a good, positive influence. I'm not interested in damaging the world for money, because if I was interested in damaging the world for money, I could have sold drugs, or I could make rap music and encourage everyone to stab each other like all the drill artists do.
Or you could make...
That was deep. He could make rap music and drill music and encourage bullshit. He don't encourage none of that shit.
controversial statements online that attract a lot of followers.
They ain't interviewing nan rapper like this about nan lyric.
Who you then direct to your website where they pay to learn how to be like you.
I mean, I could make jokes online. Who doesn't? I mean, I could make a joke
Are you
online.
saying that all the controversial things you've said are jokes?
No, I'm saying that these organizations and the BBC who are going to sit here and pretend that I am the face of damaging the youth is absolutely garbage. It's completely disingenuous.
It makes you
And
wonder.
The youth is already
I've
fucked.
seen thousands and thousands of comments and I have endless emails from women praising
Doesn't
the
it
fact,
worry you?
praising the fact that their sons are listening to me.
Does it not
praising
worry
the
you?
fact that
The things I'm saying, does it not worry
it
you?
would worry. It would
You're not
worry-
concerned about
it
your
would,
influence.
it would worry me if I was genuinely damaging the world. But for you to sit here and say, Andrew, you become the most Googled man in the world, you have billions of views, and one woman, is now saying that her husband is
I
not
have
the same man she
presented
wants to be,
you.
when thousands and thousands of people are saying the opposite, well then I would say
I
that that's...
presented you with case after case after case, with quote after quote after quote of people who are genuinely concerned about the impact you're having, and you brush it off as if it's nothing.
No, what you have done is come here with an agenda, you come here with loaded questions, you come here with things taken out of context, you come here with things that you don't understand are satirical, and then you're going to also sit and say that one woman said that her boyfriend changed when he watched one of your videos, and then I don't know what you expect me to
Satirical,
say to that.
sarcastic, and jokes.
No.
That's how you explain
No,
the comments you make.
For you to sit down...
Would you like to apologise for any of them?
For you to sit down, for you to sit down...
He ain't finna apologize. I wouldn't apologize either. He said that shit already.
It's fine, no, it's fine, it's easy. For you to sit down and say that one woman said that her boyfriend watched an Andrew Tate video and now he won't do the dishes.
Schools,
Or whatever your argument is.
police.
And that I'm somehow the worst and most dangerous man in the world because I have a car. It's just. Watch my comments about women. I've done long podcasts for hours long about females, talking about protecting for them, providing for them, how I believe women should be treated in a relationship. I've done all of this.
He has.
Panarin?
They ain't mentioned none of that. Free Andrew Tate and free Donald Trump.